Okay, let's start off with something fun and light for once. Ataru's dad is having a mental breakdown because he just realized that Lum's been living with them for the last one ever, and it feels weird to suddenly have an extra person in your home. Ataru and his mom don't really want to deal with any of this, so they go and clean up the dining room, while Ataru's dad tries to console himself by making out the partially scrambled signal of a naked girl on the TV. Then Ataru's legs go numb and he falls face first on the floor, breaking a bunch of shit in the process, and his mom's like, okay, are you so stupid that you don't know how to carry dishes? And Ataru's like, look, I may be stupid. Nope, shut the fuck up right there. If you can't even do a simple task, then why did I even have you in the first place? Really, Mom? You're getting so butthurt over your son being unable to carry the dishes that you're gonna ruin any self-esteem he's got? Right, so it's never exactly made clear what happened. All I know is that Ataru's definitely butthurt now and can't sit anywhere without feeling pain for a solid week. But then he sees that Lum's acting strangely suspicious. Okay, what are you hiding? Hiding something? Well, that's quite an accusation, darling. You're not really good at this, are you? I'm sorry, do you think Lum isn't the best at hiding things behind her back? Damn it, Ten. Thanks, Ten. Alright, give it here, I want to see. Whoa, darling. I know that Ten should be advancing in his studies so he gets to be ahead of everyone, but isn't it kind of early to do the presentation bit of his sex ed courses? Nah, I'm ready for the disappointment. Shut it, brat. Alright, what do you got? And that's when Lum drops her bag with what appear to be little gotcha figurines. What am I looking at? Racers? Well, what if I... Fuck's sake, darling. You gotta be really careful with these voodoo dolls. Otherwise, permanent injuries can occur. It's like you don't even know how voodoo works. I'm sorry. Voodoo works? Yeah, I took a class on it. Isn't voodoo one of those fake mumbo jumbo holistic things where you say you put a curse on someone, but really then just slash their car tires while they're asleep? I don't even get what you're into this, Slum. Only old people play with voodoo dolls. Now, my generation, we just play stabby stabby where we fly around with knives and whoever's the last one left standing wins. When you say it out loud, Ten, you make me think our culture's pretty toxic. No, hold up. You guys didn't answer me. What do you mean voodoo works? Like, is this the thing that made my legs go numb? That's just so fucking stupid. Oh, shit. Darling, you shouldn't just play with a doll of yourself. That's really dangerous. Duly noted. How do you make these anyway? You want to find out? So Lum teaches Ataru how to make a voodoo doll, and the first one he makes is of cherry. And he's like really happy about it too, and while Lum's finding it really creepy how lifelike it looks, Ataru tries to murder him by cervical decapitation. Except Ataru forgot the important part, which is a deoxyribonucleic sample, which could be anything from the hair on his head to the hair on his... It's going to be really hard to get since Cherry isn't famous for having luscious hair on his head, and nobody wants to know what he's got under that robe. And that bums Ataru out, the not having hair bit, since he doesn't get free reign to murder side characters that he wishes weren't a part of the show. But that gives Lum a brilliant idea. Lum, sup? How much do you love me? Are we thinking what I'm thinking? Okay, that was fun and all, but do we really need this many voodoo dolls? I'm just gonna put yours here with the rest, and I gotta finish up one more. Who? Oh, this bitch. Shinobu? Yeah, because wouldn't it be really funny if every time she tried to kiss you, she just bashed your face in with her massive forehead instead? Okay, I'm out. Wait, no! Darling! Fam. Nice. Anyway, we've got Shinobu naked in the tub doing Shinobu things. You know what? I don't think I'm allowed to be in here. I'm a grown man and she's a teenage girl. And she's like, man, I sure am glad I'm all alone, safe in my bathroom where there are no creeps around, while Lum's sitting on her fence watching her bathe and being the creep around. Kind of like us if you think about it, except Lum's not self-aware enough to realize that. And she's thinking about how weird it is to have your hair covered up in the tub, which I mean, yeah, that is fucking weird. Oh, and Lum's bitching that Shinobu's body is covered up by the water so she can't see anything or assault her way into getting any other juices from her. Would you guys believe that half of what I just said is canon? Anyway, Ataru finds her and is like, Lum, what the actual fuck? You could, I don't know, write a meanly phrased letter to her like hate mail. Do you really want to use these dolls to hurt people? And Lum's like, darling, you baka, that was your idea. But that was Cherry. He deserves it. And Shinobu deserves it too for trying to go and steal you from me. So your first idea was to take the voodoo doll, go to her house, and try and snap her neck? No. My first idea was to pull on her hair and shove a wet bar of soap in her butt. The voodoo thing is for when she's at school or out in public. Okay, that's kind of hot, actually. Yeah, you get it. Right, so back at Ataru's house, his parents hear some weird noise upstairs and think it's a burglar when it's just a cat playing around with a new chew toy. But when they come in to beat his ass, the cat runs off. So all's well that ends well, except they notice the dolls and go, oh, whoa, what's this? And Cherry's out being almost as usual when the cat comes over to him and he's like, sup, cat? Then he gets the doll of Ataru, realizes it's kind of dumb, and throws it away. Which throws Ataru away through Shinobu's bathroom window. Yo, what the fuck? Oh no, Ataru's in the teenage girl bathwater. I know people that would pay real money for this shit, but he flies out just as quickly as he came in because Cherry started playing fetch with the doll. I know of cats that actually would play fetch. Shit was super fun. So yeah, Shinobu's traumatized now, her parents are out for blood, and Lum's not relevant anymore since it's the end of the episode. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you have loaded handguns lying around, try and keep toddlers away from them, because while all of that was going on, Ataru's parents decided to play with the voodoo dolls, which caused people to fight on the streets. And nobody learned a damn lesson.